So, guten Abend, hallo und herzlich willkommen zum heutigen Stream auf meinem Kanal. Ne, ich sehe gerade da, wenn ich mich bewege, ist das nicht gut. Dann ist das auch nicht gut, dann sieht man da mehr. Ich lasse es einfach so. Mit meinem Greenscreen habe ich sowieso noch etwas Probleme. Ähm, Das ist aber wenig zur Sache. Wie ihr schon im Titel sehen könnt, werde ich heute das Batman spielen. Ne? Das von, ja, war mal Telltale Games. Aber wie gesagt, stimmt, ja. Telltale Games gibt es ja nicht mehr. Ne, wir werden es heute natürlich anspielen. Ich werde es einfach jetzt mal starten. Ähm, Ich weiß auch nicht, wie das mit der, also wie es mit dem Ton ist, ne? Weil ich habe auch Testaufnahmen gemacht und dann war das manchmal auch gut gewesen, da war wieder schlecht gewesen, dann wieder gut gewesen. Ne? Ich hoffe, das ist jetzt so in Ordnung. Ne? Wie gesagt, man muss ein bisschen rum experimentieren. Ne? Ich werde auch, wie gesagt, heute nur die erste Episode spielen. Ne? Weil ich habe mir auch schon komplett überlegt, ob ich überhaupt heute streamen sollte oder wollte, halt, weil ich auch Halsschmerzen habe und ja, und dann habe ich gesagt, komm, kannst nebenbei was trinken, ne? Dann streamst nebenbei und ja. Ich wollte auch auf Twitch streamen, ne? Ich versuche nochmal den Anfang auf YouTube, vielleicht bringt das was, vielleicht auch nicht. Ich werde mal gucken, ob das was bringt, ne? Aber ich weiß nicht, hört ihr irgendetwas? Weil ich habe hier irgendwie keinen Ausschlag. Vielleicht liegt es auch daran, weil ich einfach... Ja, ja komm, egal. Ihr müsst ja theoretisch was hören, warte. Vielleicht müsste ich da irgendwie kurz noch was einstellen. Dann gehe ich nochmal auf Batman. Der hat irgendwie einen Ausschlag oder so. Also ich höre nichts. Also ich weiß nicht, woran das liegt. Aber ich glaube aber schon, dass Ton da ist. Gut, wie gesagt, ja. Wir gehen in die erste Episode. Was ist jetzt los? Hä? Ja. Wie gesagt, wir gehen jetzt in die erste Episode rein. Die komplette Season 1 habt ihr schon gesehen. Habe ich schon durchgespielt, auch schon hochgeladen auf YouTube. Ne? Das Problem ist, ich weiß das nicht, ob ich das zuletzt auf der Xbox oder auf Windows 10 gespielt habe. Setzen die ihre Geschichte fort. Ob ich da einen Speicher, theoretisch müsste ich da einen Speicher von der ersten Staffel haben. Oh nein, das ist nicht gut. Doch, okay. Der hat meinen Speicher. Der legt gerade meinen Speicher von der ersten Season. Ne? Daten werden synchronisiert. Ach du Scheiße. Daten werden synchronisiert. Jetzt habe ich eine Endlosschleife. Das könnt ihr aber nicht sehen. Weil es gerade über Xbox läuft. Ach nö. Ich habe hier einen Bug. Ich komme hier nicht weiter. Wir können nochmal... Was ist jetzt passiert? Nochmal abbrechen. Ich breche nochmal ab. Komm, hallo, ich möchte abbrechen. Ich kann nicht abbrechen. Doch jetzt. Spielstand 1 importieren. Okay, der hat ganz synchronisiert. Jetzt können wir auch dann die Story von Batman spielen. Ne? Wie ihr seht, habe ich alle Episoden. Ne? Wir werden auch alle Episoden durchspielen. Ne? Wie gesagt, wir fangen dann mit Folge 1 an. Das Enigma. Ne? Ja. Einer der ersten und tödlichsten Verbrecher Gothams ist zurückgekehrt. Batman muss sich mit altbekannten und neuen Verbündeten zusammentun, um diese wachsende Bedrohung auszuschalten. Was mich jetzt interessiert, ist das alles auf Deutsch eingestellt. Ne? Untertitel, Sprache. Ja, habe ich beides runtergeladen. Okay, dann viel Spaß. bei Batman, ne, auf Englisch zurücksetzen. Ja, komm, also dann müssen wir das auf Englisch machen. Wenn Englisch nicht verfügbar ist, ja, dann ist das kein Problem. Dann, wie gesagt, starten wir die Episode. Und ich mache das so wie auf Twitch, ne, sobald wir den Charakter steuern. Also, sobald wir Batman steuern können, unter Kontrolle haben, bin ich wieder da. Ja, kommen Sequenzen, ist mein Gesicht nicht vorhanden, sozusagen. Ja, dann braucht ihr mich nicht sehen. Wie wollen wir denn das? Wähle eine Betttechtfarbe. Die Betttechtfarbe wählen wir in lila, blau. Eine Standardfarbe, komm, wir machen die Standardfarbe. Wir könnten auch lila machen. Ne, wir lassen gelb. Ne, wir lassen blau. Wir lassen blau. Und ja, wir gehen dann in die Story rein. Ne? Ich hoffe, das leckt auch nicht rum. Ne? Und dann sage ich noch viel Spaß und ab geht die Post. Hier in Batman.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
White Tower 729.
There it is.
Romy Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
Ich vergesse nie, wer ich bin.
We all wear masks in public.
Aber ich mach das.
Every day is 1,000 little performances.
Perhaps, but some are more encompassing than others.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing, meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
Okay, wir
The
müssen
Bat
uns...
computer can intercept his communications.
Ich hoffe, das ist okay mit der Kamera, ne? Roulette.
Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Ansehen, hacken. Hacken, ne?
I'm hacking into Maury's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here.
Warte kurz, bevor wir weiterspielen, mache ich hier kurz noch was, ein bisschen runterstellen. Ich hoffe, jetzt ist besser. Ich hoffe, wir können jetzt weiterspielen können wir. Ja. Ich habe noch ein bisschen die Lautstärke etwas runtergestellt.
You should be able to pick up audio from Maury's
hier ist
phone.
immer noch.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry.
Das
I won't.
gefällt mir noch nicht vom Greenscreen. Ich muss das etwas ändern. Die können wir ja, wie gesagt, etwas zumachen. Ja, ich glaube, jetzt ist perfekt. Ey, Batman. So. Jetzt möchte ich euch nicht mehr stören.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only high rollers go.
Sorry to be blunt, but you're not my type.
Excuse me?
No, really, I've got pretty specific tastes.
Get over yourself, Bruce. I was just trying to be friendly.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Maury. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Riddler.
Are you always this rude? Bruce.
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
Stay close and keep your head down.
Excuse me?
Bullets are about to fly.
Ja.
Okay.
No one threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead? Now, let's get started.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
Krasse Holy shit. Fängt er schon mal. Ja. Krass. Ja?
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
Oh. Kurz. Ich mal kurz die Display. Ist es das? Gameplay? Ist es nicht. Weg mit dir. Hab nichts gemacht.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Run, now.
What you did to that man, knocking him out like that, how did you do that? I had a different impression of you from TV. You never seemed that capable.
Ich bin ein Mann mit
Yeah,
vielen
I'm a man
Talenten.
of many talents.
Das sind wir wirklich.
That's an understatement. Thank you.
Commissioner Gordon on the line, scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Ja, und dann geht die Story weiter, beziehungsweise der Kampf geht dann wieder weiter in Gotham City, ja.
Please, please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury. This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
Wie gesagt, wenn ich mich ein bisschen zurückhalte, tut mir leid.
You have
Ich
to
hoffe, ihr
solve
habt
the
damit
riddle.
Verständnis. Ja.
And I choose my words carefully if I
Ich
were
hoffe,
you.
es wird halt
Listen
eine Stimme
closely.
wird da
No,
halt ein bisschen
please,
besser.
don't do this.
Also die Tage über.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that scratches at the
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
The kind of conundrum that drives you to distraction.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
Gives you a moment's peace. Believe me, I know.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
And they're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
But don't think you can just stall.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Wen müssen wir als erstes aus? So. Wachen, oder? Da.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
Showtime würde ich sagen, ne? Ja.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer!
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
Führen Sie den Frontalangriff oder setzen Sie Tränengas ein? Boah, das ist jetzt so eine Entscheidung. Tränengas, ja, wäre, glaube ich, frontal. Tränengas.
We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
I'll clear a path.
Scheiße.
Wait for my signal. Give him hell.
Ja.
We're counting on you.
Der Finger abgeschnitten. Schlagen. Ja. Und weg mit dir. Abreißen. Jawohl. Ofen rauf.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in.
Warum bin ich so früh?
Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Nein. Anker. die Waffe. Warum Ziel? Weg mit dir. Jawohl.
Hiya, Bats.
The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open.
With pleasure.
So ein große... Ja. Rohrzahn? Richtig? Ist ja Rohrzahn, ne? Spielt man nicht. Ihn festbinden, ihn schockieren. Aus die Maus.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town.
Wie gesagt,
Everyone's very impressed with you.
Ach komm, lass mir das jetzt.
I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back, and I'm taking what's mine.
All you scum are the same.
Yeah.
Only thing that changes is the mask.
Spoken like a man who sees the world in black and white. Allow me to broaden your spectrum. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. I expected more of a battle from you, Batman. Something longer. More of a match of wits. While my men mop up what passes for law enforcement in this town.
Gordon, now!
So. Konnte das jetzt aktivieren, habe ich. Tut mir leid.
Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough.
Ey. Kannst du mich bei dir behalten, Scheiße.
Let me show you
Stock.
how it was done back in the day.
Ja. Jawohl. Auf die Fresse. Auf die Fresse. Oh. Das hat mich gerissen. Jawohl.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Ey. Wollte ich nicht. Nein, wir müssen retten. Wir müssen wieder retten.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Von da unten. Riddler ist noch oben. Wir folgen natürlich. Riddler, oh.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
You thought that stunt with Maury would cover your escape. I wanted to show you I could save him and still catch you. I don't have to compromise.
You haven't caught me yet. Nothing I've seen so far suggests you will.
Aua. War nicht nett. Oh. Body Slam.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Oh. Müssen die Chefs nicht da rausholen, sich retten. Ich hab doch alles gedrückt.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Das wäre es ja gewesen.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After all, we're here to help.
Und so fängt dann Batman, The Enemy Within mit, The Enemy Within, oder der Feind der Inneren, ich glaube, das ist so besser, ne, Batman, der Feind der Inneren, ja, gesagt, beim nächsten Stream, sage ich jetzt auch hier mit bei, bevor ich weitermache, werdet ihr mich mehr sehen, werde ich auch mehr sagen. Ja, wie ich schon am Anfang gesagt habe, ich habe ein bisschen Halsschmerzen, ich bin etwas ruhig, ne? Ich möchte euch nicht die Stimmung vermiesen, deswegen, wie gesagt, bin ich etwas zurückhaltend. Und ja, aber dazu sage ich dann auch nochmal am Ende, sobald Episode 1 beendet ist, ne?
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
He was smart enough to slip through our fingers.
Yeah, and leave a bloody mess in his wake. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. For what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
And you are?
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler, they're kind of our specialty.
If you were tracking him, why didn't you tell us he was coming?
We get a lot of unverified reports. I wanted to be sure.
Now we know.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention the city's corrupt mayor, Dent. We could do great things together if we joined forces. Don't worry. You'll come around. The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you? Or are those stars purely for show?
Things could have gone better.
That's an understatement. The GCPD don't have the training to deal with maniacs like Riddler. They didn't back in the day, they don't now.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
I know it doesn't feel like it, Commissioner, but I'm here to help. Batman gets it. I gotta get a security detail on Maury while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Gordon, du hast recht.
Think you made a good impression, Batman. My boss isn't usually that nice.
I'd like to see her on a bad day.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
Ich weiß nicht.
He was asking about a riddle.
What kind of riddle?
Something about a mind bender that drove men to madness.
Interesting. I've heard that before. Thanks. That's a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
Ich mag diese
the chaos, the energy.
Spielung nicht.
I don't like what you're insinuating.
Of course, I...
Keep your pop's psych evaluations to Riddler and stay out of
Damit
my
hat die nicht
head.
gerechnet, ne?
I'm sorry.
Ja, wie gesagt.
I didn't mean to
die
pry.
stehen irgendwie hier oben ab, ne? Sehe ich gerade in der Kamera.
I think
Ja,
I know you a
gut,
little better now.
Hey. Ein bisschen hübsch muss mich machen, ne? Ja, wie gesagt.
I'll be in touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city.
Ja, was
Respect
wollen
that.
Sie von mir?
I'm not here to step on
Yeah.
any toes. Treat me and my people like partners. Promise you'll share anything on the Riddler. You and me aren't gonna have any problems at all. That's all. I just wanted to let you know where I stand.
Full disclosure, Riddler left me this puzzle.
Ja.
What is it?
I don't know yet. He said I had to solve it or people would get hurt.
Ja.
Then you best get on it.
Nee,
Let's keep being
das ist
honest
mein
with
Fall.
each other.
Ne? Ihr habt damit nichts zu tun, ne? Ich bin ja mal weg, wie gesagt. Ja. sucht euch eure eigene Rätsel, ne? Ne, wie gesagt, ja, das ist die Episode 1. Das... Okay... Irgendwas stand da gerade. Ja, wie gesagt, ich bin heute nicht so richtig dabei. Ich werde, wie gesagt, auf jeden Fall beim nächsten Stream besser wieder sein. Rainy Power 7:20 Uhr. Wie gesagt, ja, ihr wisst, warum ich mich ein bisschen zurückhalte. Ja. Viel Spaß beim Weitergucken, schauen.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Klassisch, Jazz, atmosphärisch, bisschen atmosphärisch, ne? Aber das Problem ist, wenn jetzt Musik gespielt wird, wir machen keine Musik. Nein.
I think a little classical is in order. Try the first disc there. It's a favorite of mine. The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Okay, dann wollen wir mal arbeiten. Wo müssen wir denn hin? Ich glaube, wir müssen zum Computer. Und da... Oder wir müssen zu Riddle.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Oh. Das schaut nicht gut aus.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
Lady
No,
Arkham, ja.
Don't you worry about me.
Ja,
I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Ja.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
So, dann, ich weiß nicht, wir Gotham-Feed. Ihr könnt euch den natürlich, wie gesagt, durchlesen. Ich werde ihn jetzt nicht durchlesen. Ne? Ich hätte den auch gerne vorgelesen, aber ja, wie gesagt, ihr könnt Pause machen, lesen, Pause machen, lesen. Ihr wisst, was ich meine. Ne? Ich gehe es einfach nur durch. Ne? Ja, da ist ja der gut. Den kennen wir noch aus der ersten Season von Batman. Ja, den auch.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
Well, things won't be easy with a bunch of spies nearby. They're well-equipped spies, too.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to talk to Lucius about upgrades. Try and level the playing field. Yes, Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Maury. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
You're getting soft, Alfred. There's only one way to treat creeps like Riddler. And believe me, it's not therapy.
Well, in this one case, Bruce, I'll concede your methods might be more appropriate.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Dieser Typ ist doch gestört, oder? Okay, dann ist da noch die Codex drin. Okay. Hier sind die verschiedenen Charaktere, die wir sehen. Ja. Also wen wir natürlich kennen, ist natürlich hier Gordon. Ne? Der ist auch noch aus der ersten Staffel da. Fox. Ich glaube, ja, Butler sowieso, ne? Alfred, ne? Ja, und sonst ist keiner mehr. Thomas Rainey, okay. Ja, sonst sind sie alle neu. Wir gehen nochmal hier drauf. Ja, wir haben nichts mehr. Wir gehen dann weiter, ne? Ich bin mal ein bisschen
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Die Würfel da,
Solve my puzzle
Kiste da,
soon, or
Rätsel,
people
ne?
will get hurt.
Lösen wir mal das
Riddler's
Rätsel,
MO
genau.
hasn't changed in all these years.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Auge eines Hurrikans, ein einäugiger Bube, blinde Gerechtigkeit, Auge eines Hurrikans?
The eye of a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us. Even if there were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question. If that is indeed the key.
Ah, fuck, die falsche Antwort. Ein
He
einäugiger
gave this to
Bube.
me at a casino.
Oder?
Card games. Maybe a jack. Specifically a one-eyed jack.
But he's on the card twice, showing both eyes. Besides, he can still see. So it's probably not that.
Ein Nadelöhr oder blinde Gerechtigkeit? Ein Nadelöhr?
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Okay, dann finde etwas, womit die Scheibe benutzt werden kann. Karte.
Never forget.
Etwas kann die Scheibe benutzt werden. Codex, hier steht nichts. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich weiß es nicht. Kann der Butler, also Alfred, weiß der was?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ich habe keine Ahnung. Was hat er gesagt? Ich habe jetzt gar nicht drauf geachtet. Na super.
The suit has held up remarkably well so far.
In spite of everything.
Plattenspieler brauchen wir nicht. Ich weiß nicht. Kann man den hier irgendwie drauf? Kann man so drauflegen? Ne, kann man nicht. Ich glaube, die haben nur auf der Weltcomputer Wisse, den da. Codex bringt ja nichts. Ja. Und dann Gott im Feed. Das glaube ich schon dran. Ja. Kann man das PC, den Computer irgendwie noch anderweitig benutzen?
That's the stuff. That's still the stuff.
Ich bin so, ich weiß es nicht. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ja, hier sind nur Informationen. That's sweet.
No one beats Lucius's handiwork.
Petras. Rauchgranate. Stunner. That's sweet. Danke. Ja, aber was muss man damit machen können? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Da muss so. Steht hier. Nein. Ich suche mal weiter.
Needle. A record needle.
Plattenspieler, ja.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms, something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound?
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Why, Regina? You're prying.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep. Forget I asked. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. Yeah.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What?
It's not one of mine.
Warum ist die Tür da aufgegangen? Das ist nicht gut, oder? Das ist gar nicht gut.
Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please, just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. This circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
Oh, well, your
ja,
clearance
oder
level isn't
Verschluss,
high enough
also.
to tell you that, Tiffany.
It's not high enough now. Give me a few weeks and I'll know all your secrets.
He's being serious. This is above your pay grade.
Come on, guys. Clearance? You two don't have the slightest idea what this thing is, do you? You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. Said he was having some issues with his health?
Oh, he's doing all right. You know, Alfred. Tux, tea, and attitude.
Glad to hear he hasn't changed too much.
Not in the ways that matter, no.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her.
You know how dangerous our business is. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to Tiffany. I'm just gonna have to say no.
It's your secret to tell.
Yes, it is.
May I just say, burdens are lighter when carried by many.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here?
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Das ist kein Moment.
Is this gonna take long?
Kein
It's
günstiger Moment.
not really a good time.
I'm afraid this meeting isn't optional.
You'll just have to put up with us for a few minutes. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. I'm sorry that didn't last. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after
Familie
that.
schuldet Gotham etwas.
What's that all about?
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that.
Gesagt,
What were you
ich
saying?
sagte nichts.
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Vielleicht kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Anything I can help with?
See, I told you he'd be cooperative. Agent Blake thought you'd be cagey, defensive, based on your history. Guess he was wrong.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You helped the GCPD capture Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin. He was a terrorist, a member of the Children of Arkham, and your friend. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm not sure I like where this conversation is going.
This probably isn't gonna help. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right?
Ja, sind wir.
According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
I saw you flee after John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Several people were hurt.
Zeit war nicht, ja.
I wasn't myself at the time, okay? I was...
drugged by Lady Arkham. I know the story. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Dem habe ich nicht so... Das ist groß.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so...
Stimmt. Ich habe ihn nicht gesehen. Ich habe von ihm nichts
gehört. Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
And your point is what exactly? That I'm some kind of criminal mastermind?
Or just really unlucky?
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
Get the hell out of my... That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Kitchen.
Ja, jetzt hängt... Das Spiel hat sich aufgehangen. Kann mal passieren. Wir starten das nochmal. Tut mir leid dafür. Ja, eigentlich sollte das nicht passieren. Ich hoffe, wir können es nochmal starten. Können wir. Ja, ich werde auch... Ich hoffe, ich weiß jetzt nicht, woran es gelegen hat. Also woran es gelegen hat. Keine Ahnung. Ich hoffe, wir können an diesem Punkt weiter fortsetzen, wo uns Fox angerufen hat. Wir werden es sehen. Aber ich hoffe. Ja, Inhalte werden aktualisiert. Episode fortsetzen. Wie gesagt, es tut mir leid, dass das einfach ausgegangen ist. Ja, super. Ich gehe mal kurz ins Hauptmenü zurück. Na, ich mache kurz was an den Einstellungen. Ja, Einstellungen, Gameplay. Wo war das gewesen? Display, ne? War das hier gewesen? Grafik, ne? Ich glaube, das war es gewesen. Machen wir einfach mal alles auf. Warte. Renderqualität. Ich will einfach mal den drin machen. Chef drin machen. Machen wir mal so, ne? Ja. Warte, nee. Den Text, das reicht, wenn der auf niedrig ist, ne? So. Lassen wir das so. Ja. Und dann gehen wir weiter in die Folge. Und, na super. Ihr könnt natürlich bis zur Szene, ihr könnt jetzt hier überspringen, ne? Wie gesagt, wo wir aufgehört haben, das zu reden. Ich kann natürlich nicht überspringen.
Yes?
Tut mir leid.
I'm Special Agent Avesta.
Ja.
This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here?
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Is this gonna take long? It's not really a good time.
I'm afraid this meeting isn't optional.
You'll just have to put up with us for a few minutes. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham?
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Well, I'm sorry. I think you were in the wrong place. You see, I don't really consort with criminals. Or international terrorists, for that matter.
Yeah.
Really? Because our sources say otherwise. A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You helped the GCPD capture Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin. He was a terrorist, a member of the Children of Arkham, and your friend. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane, they seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
You've got to be kidding me. He's no friend of mine. That's why you came here to ask me about that guy?
According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
I saw you flee after John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Several people were hurt.
I don't care what you saw. You weren't there. You don't know what happened.
I realize that was an unpleasant time for you. We're not here to dredge up ancient history.
Then why are you asking about him?
John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not agree to that. Why would he write down my name?
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
All you do is hide. Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
Get the hell out of my... That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
Hier sind wir stehen geblieben, sind wir rausgeflogen aus
We'll
dem
pick this
Spiel.
up another time.
Und hier geht es offiziell jetzt weiter. Ich hoffe, das Spiel stürzt jetzt nicht ab.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking... What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius! Oh God, Lucius! No!
1 killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
Mein Gott, scheiße. Fuck.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Riddler will pay for what he's done. I swear to you, I will make him suffer.
Maybe it's what's called for, given the circumstances. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Ich würde es dir sagen, aber nicht.
Please tell me.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
God, Bruce. What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
Wir sagen natürlich die Wahrheit.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Und ich wollte hier eigentlich erzählen, warum. Eigentlich die Wahrheit erzählen. Okay, das hat sich dann erledigt.
For that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father?
Well, no.
Joker?
But judging by all the lovely people here.
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Yeah.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I'd love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same
Damit hat recht,
stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Eine Karte. Get well soon.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Weiß nicht, was ich sagen soll.
I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's
Dann
not
ist
like
die Freiheit
Arkham.
aus.
Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
How did you get out? Oh my God, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a soft spot for me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
At so many points in your lives. And now, he's gone.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Ich bekomme Angst.
You will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John.
Wir wollen jetzt bin ich aber auch neugierig, wie die Freunde aussehen.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This here between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use? Thank you, Bruce. Ooh, that's a good one. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
Ich will den
If I ever get my hands on him, I will tear him apart.
Oh, you don't know how glad that makes me, Bruce. You and me, we've got the same taste in people. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too
Aber du
much.
weißt, wo das ist, oder? Ich würde hier, ich sage hier.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Ja, dann
I would appreciate that, John.
lassen wir ja Joker
That's what
mit.
friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Wir hätten ihn jetzt mit einem Peilsender markieren
Intriguing
können.
fellow.
Ne,
Certainly
aber
not one
wir
for
vertrauen
decorum.
Joker, ne? Mal auf diese Art.
I don't think that camera flash went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Enjoying the view? Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What happens? Someone bombs his company.
Bruce Wayne picked himself up once. He could do it again.
He certainly showed us that much, didn't he? You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Okay, dann.
A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
Looks like gang activity's heating up along 43rd.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. Hey, if this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. I heard you got all buddy-buddy with her after I was out of earshot. Told her about that puzzle you got from Riddler. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
I don't want Waller involved. You and I can handle Riddler, just like it's always been.
Glad to see we're on the same page. We gotta watch out for her. She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Doch gucken wir uns mal diesen Wasserturm mal an, was sich da so verbirgt. Ja.
No one's home.
I kept Waller and her agency people out of the loop on this. It's just the two of us.
We can handle this without her.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
Okay, ich weiß nicht, nach was wir suchen, aber wir suchen einfach alles durch. Mal gucken, was wir dann finden werden.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Thane, isn't he?
Damn it! It's stuck! No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you.
Oh oh, ich habe so ein unwohles Gefühl. Mal gucken, was uns erwarten wird.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Oh, God. Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
One of his pupils is fully dilated, the other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
Ja. Dann gucken wir uns hier weiter um. Ja. Mal gucken, was wir hier noch so finden werden.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Okay, wir müssen noch weiter suchen. Gucken, ob wir noch hier etwas finden. Oh, hier ist was.
That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
Da liegt ein anderer Schuh.
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
No glass over there. Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues. They don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll kill each other.
Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
Okay. Ja, wir müssen, glaube ich, noch was machen, oder? Den Affen, oder? Noch nicht.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in. on the wrong track. The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers, and there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he
could get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Maybe you'd like to go in and solve it yourself.
No, go ahead. I wouldn't want to steal your thunder.
Dann gehen wir mal da rein.
Heat's rising, Batman.
I can almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Oh.
Not that one.
Das war falsch gewesen. Dann. In welche Richtung das?
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Turn yourself in while you still have a chance.
Don't say stupid things, okay? Not when you've just started earning my respect. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see where the man who doesn't compromise actually draws his lines. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
Don't you dare put your crimes on me.
Come on, Batman. I gave the puzzle to you, didn't I? It's not my fault you couldn't solve it. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Riddler loves playing mind games, Jim. This was one of them. Don't fall for it.
You expect me to buy that? You've never lied to me before.
Ich glaube, ich habe eine falsche
like
Aussage
it.
gedrückt.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
You're my friend, Jim. I shouldn't have lied to you.
You're damn right. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. You don't want the connection getting out? Fine. But don't think lying did you any favors. Batman. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. It sounded like he believed you, that Lucius Fox's death has nothing to do with the Batman. Still, Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Bringen wir es hinter uns.
Of course you can.
Okay, wir gucken uns das.
Let's get this over with.
Was genau passiert ist.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius, we really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal, and then match up the points found in both sound files.
Okay, das kann... Da, das könnte...
Bruce!
I still think I'm on the wrong track. The two sounds have to be the same.
Okay.
The disable. Bruce?
These are definitely not the same. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Dwayne? Tiffany?
Gotta keep trying. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Dwayne? The disable.
No, no connection there. The two sounds have to be the same.
Dwayne? Batman?
No. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Okay, dann gibt's nur noch einen.
Dwayne? Riddler?
No.
Hä?
I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Tiffany? Batman?
No, that's not it. The two sounds have to be the same.
Scheiße.
Batman? Tower.
These samples don't sound alike. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Okay.
Batman? Enterprises.
These samples don't sound alike. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Scheiße.
Bruce! Tower.
No match. The two sounds have to be the same.
Was kann es sein? Ich weiß es nicht. Wir können das sagen.
Bruce? Batman?
No, that's not it.
Nee. Okay.
Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Okay.
Batman?
Ich gehe jetzt einfach mal da durch. Ich weiß.
Enterprises.
These samples don't sound alike.
Okay.
I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Dann machen wir
Batman?
den und den hier.
Dwayne?
No.
Falsch.
The two sounds have to be the same.
Okay. Dann ich überlege gerade, was wir machen. Vielleicht, ich weiß nicht.
Batman?
Batman?
Bruce?
These are definitely not the same. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
überlege gerade nach. Ja, welche Spur kann das sein? Okay. Okay.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
Jawohl. Okay.
Bruce. Bruce!
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked on the Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Roomy Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Ich weiß nicht. Maury? Eli Knebel. Maury.
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Maury.
I'll meet with Maury.
Ich will Maury.
I'm sure
Maury.
Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him. Waller's people are here, watching Maury. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move. All this attention must be annoying to a man like Maury.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow.
Do whatever it takes to find him, Bruce. I never want to see another video like the one with Lucius.
No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Maury. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
We have a mutual enemy, Maury. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
We are on the same side of this, Maury. I was here in the casino that night. I saw what he did to you. It's only a matter of time before he comes at you again.
Maybe you're right. I dealt with that maniac, it's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you?
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
I see that you do. He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father, back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
Then you owe me, for my father's sake.
That was a long time ago, and favors go both ways. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. She controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison. Somewhere deeply unpleasant.
I could do that for you.
I knew I could count on your friendship. A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne. Our agency friends will be back any second. Let's handle this quickly and without disturbance. Everyone gets what they want.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. That lunatic is not to be trifled with. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
Alfred, I've sent you Maury's information. Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is...
a cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.
Ja, war das die richtige Entscheidung? Ich weiß es nicht. Ja, man muss immer eine Entscheidung treffen. Dann habe ich ihm geholfen. Ja, mal gucken, was passiert. Wir werden es...
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen? What's his name?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all.
We found him.
You agency.
Maury's information turned out to be accurate.
You and your
No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
regret their miscalculations. All your idiot colleagues, too. And it's hard to blame individuals.
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
Has a history of terrible disease.
A good spot for cover.
Your agency has been on my heels far too long. I'll give it to you. You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan.
What are you talking about?
You'll see what I mean soon, of course.
Don't want him raising an
Might
alarm.
be angry I
I'll
brought you
move when he isn't looking.
When they understand why, they'll recognize my brilliance. After all, I have the quality to see the big picture.
I know.
It's often a struggle making people see that. You think? I'm sure you can understand. I get it. You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me? It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online.
Ready, Bruce.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right?
Das ist nicht gut.
Oh God, not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Maury was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
Don't think my compassion means I won't hurt you. Don't think I won't beat you within an inch of your life.
Hard to do that when you're in a cage. Even harder when you're dead. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who doesn't have to compromise will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started.
Scheiße.
We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
Ask your questions, Riddler. Let's get this over with.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd cooperate. But I don't think the agent next to you shares your enthusiasm. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please, don't let him die. Say it!
I need an answer.
I'll give you the answer, but only if you free us.
You don't get it. I make the rules, not you!
Please, no!
Augusta, please! Please!
Blake! Oh my God, Blake!
Enough, Riddler. You've made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
I am.
What are you doing? No! Impossible!
Du wolltest
You think you're clever, don't you?
beantwortet haben. Das
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
Nein. Nein, 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 nein.
Oh no.
This can't be happening!
KO. Denke ich. Oder?
Batman, Lake and I tracked Riddler's ship through the Port Authority logs. We thought we could bring him in ourselves. Riddler snatched us straight off the docks. I should have said no. Urged caution. And now my colleagues are... All we did was hand Riddler more hostages. We only made things worse.
You can't punish yourself for their loss. None of this is your fault.
Thank you, Batman. Despite the cost, at least we've got Riddler in custody.
Wohin willst du, mein Freund? Du willst nirgendwo hin.
It's
froh sein,
over,
dass du
Riddler.
noch am Leben bist.
Look forward to a padded cell.
Is this really a victory for you, Batman?
You're the one in cuffs.
Yeah, but you're the one that broke your precious rules. You let one agent die to save another. Well, that can't sit right with you. Can it?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
Is it? You came at me, remember? Not the other way around. I pushed the Batman to his limits. Tested his precious code. And my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me. They didn't come.
Your comrades thought you went too far. I saw their messages. They were afraid your stunts would get my attention. They were right.
They'll regret this. All of them. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here. They broke the pact.
The pact?
Gesicht mit einem weißen Mann. Der meint aber nicht Joker, oder?
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. Oh, this isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're getting out of it.
You don't have to worry, Jim. I'll take the heat for this.
I appreciate the thought, but that ain't gonna cut it. Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane. I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Blake is dead. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how. But I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Maury got out of Gotham all by himself. Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
You can't demote me.
I just did. Don't like it? Go cry to the governor.
Gordon's been fighting the good fight for years. You're delusional if you think you can solve all our problems.
You're the ones who are deluded. You're so busy gazing into each other's eyes, you can't see the big picture. Take some vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still in this together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything to share.
Do your own dirty work, Waller. You'll get nothing from me.
That's a real shame. No one's better suited for this job than you. Evidence in his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Wo weißt du, dass die Bruce Wayne? Wo weißt du, dass die Bruce Wayne sind? Ja, krass, das hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht, dass die das weiß. Ja gut, scheiße, machen wir jetzt. Ich weiß nur eins, wir werden jetzt einen kleinen Teaser sehen, was passiert, ne? Und dann werden wir im nächsten Stream, ich weiß nicht, ob der morgen kommt, oder auch nicht. Gut, wir werden keinen Teaser sehen, das haben die sehr gut gemacht, ne? Wie gesagt, die nächsten Episoden, morgen Episode 2 und 3 kommt, weiß ich noch nicht, vielleicht mal gucken. Auf jeden Fall sehen wir schon am Titel, also an den Bildern, was uns erwarten wird. Ein kleiner Spoiler haben wir jetzt schon auf jeden Fall. Na, ist das die Suicide Squad da in Folge 2? Fragezeichen. In Folge 3 sehen wir auf dem Thumbnail Catwoman. Auf also Thumbnail Folge 4 sehen wir Joker. Ne? Und ich mache mich kurz weg. Dann sehen wir auf den Thumbnail von Folge 5 im Kampf Joker gegen Batman. Und das hat auch Riddler gesagt. Er hat ja mit einem Dings, also der Dings war es gewesen, also vom weißen Gesicht, also vom Mann mit dem weißen Gesicht, der sich irgendwie hintergangen. Und ich wusste genau, es kann nur Joker sein, weil wer soll es dann sein? Er, Harley Quinn, ist nur halt, ja, eine Sie, ist kein Er. Ja, und wir werden dann, wie gesagt, morgen Mittag, ich glaube, morgen Mittag oder morgen, ne, morgen Mittag geht nicht. Morgen Abend werden wir dann das Batman mit Folge 2 fortsetzen. Ob wir dann auch auf Folge 3 schaffen, werden wir dann sehen. Und dann, ja, war es erstmal für heute mit dem Stream, mit der Folge 1. Es hat mich unterhalten. Ja, ich hoffe, es hat euch auch unterhalten. Wie gesagt, ich hoffe, mein Hals, also meine Halsschmerzen sind morgen weg. Etwas besser. Ja, deswegen höre ich jetzt auch erstmal auf. Eigentlich hätte ich auch länger jetzt weitergemacht mit Folge 2. Aber wie gesagt, das lassen wir dann für morgen, damit ich dann halt mehr reden kann. Ich dann auch mehr zeigen kann, wenn meine Halsschmerzen morgen weg sind. So, wie gesagt, dann bin ich erstmal raus. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Wie gesagt, ich mache das Spiel für heute aus und wir sehen uns. Wir hören uns dann gerne beim nächsten Stream. Wie gesagt, der ist dann morgen Abend. Wann genau, weiß ich noch nicht. Ob der auf Twitch, auf YouTube kommt, weiß ich auch noch nicht. Ich denke mal auf YouTube, klar, weil ich jetzt auf YouTube Batman angefangen habe, will ich jetzt auf YouTube Batman durchziehen. Und lasst gerne eine Bewertung da, wie es euch, ob es euch gefallen hat oder nicht. Lasst gerne einen Kommentar da, wie ich mich noch verbessern kann. Und dann, wie gesagt, sehen wir uns dann gerne beim nächsten Livestream-Video, wo auch immer. Und ja, bis dahin, ja, bleibt gesund, schlaft schön, habt eine schöne Nacht. Ich bin raus und bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.